Well, good Sunday evening to everyone. It is, let me see here, it is Sunday, August the 3rd. The year is 2014 of our Lord. It's going to be an absolutely great show tonight on Coast to Coast AM with George Norley. They're talking about resuscitation. That is the animated, suspended state, cryogenics, and things of that sort. That's going to be on tonight's show, first half. Uh, I'll be letting y'all know how that goes in the future. I tell you, I want to say at this point that life is a journey, and every day that we wake up uh, is a new world, literally. And all that we can do is to try to better ourselves, and in some form, hope that will be because you're trying to help someone else. That is what is building you and supporting and sustaining you. That would be a wonderful marriage. But when every morning when you wake up, really the only thing that you have to stand on in reality is what you are going to accomplish that day to continue on the path that you've chosen to be on. That's about all that, that sounds pretty deep, but that's what takes place. That's all that we can actually do. And when I woke up this morning, just like any other day, I have been through a tremendous amount mentally of things to think about over the last month or so, including the fit and the hemp and the whole 9 yards. This has been a very, very condensed data period for all of us. But seeing that what has happened in the out in the well, in our community, there's been a lot of fragmentation from the hemp on down, and a lot of those is following that. The IQD, that's all still in flux. It's all terribly confusing. We formed the fit, and the fit is the purest thing I've ever seen, and nothing really is coming to jail. And I feel that it has a lot to do with worth, that we're so accustomed to doing things that we don't have to put forth any worth in the form of work. Actually doing something that makes things change from the thought process down into the real world. But when I woke up today and I heard that there was something on our side on fit. Of course, I've turned fit to its rightful custodians, which is every member of fit. It is there, it was there, and will be again, for the using. It is a platform to distribute worth to people in a particular group. Your group, my group, any group. That is a platform for distributions. It will still be there for anyone to use. Also, fit is for those members to go out and to seek out things that would be of value, a fair exchange of value for all the fit members and other people for that matter. And then from the monies earned in the river we call in fit, to go out then and get into these other things. But fit's not moving. And I woke up today and saw that the site had been there was language on there that had been closed due to, or repossessed, I believe was the language, repossessed. And I'm used to, when I come in, I would see something like this. This is my little Chrome sites that you've been on. I'd see something like this. I'd just click on it and it would bring me up the fit site. But when it came up today on the fit site, you can't see it right here, but it had this language. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, I think I can. It had this language on there. It said something about the site had been repossessed because of back bills. And I went, what in the world is that? Hello, good morning, America. Here we go. So the ball game was rolling. And what had happened, and this is what's up there now. And I've taken it down and put it over on to GoDaddy, and we're going to do some house cleaning with the FIT program, make sure everyone knows where they're at and bring it back up. But the programmer had some efforts and tasks that he had performed on other projects in the past. Don't know what's going on. A wonderful person, but seemed to be that those bills became due and payable, and that language was plastered across the page. So I have communicated with him and wish him well. But we're going to host very basically on GoDaddy or another hosting site and bring things back up, or we'll have chats to communicate. So we'll see where we all stand, where everyone's in harmony. Also, everyone knows that goodness gracious, this is wild. We've been looking at solar. This is what happens is we go out from the FIT program and we look for fair exchange value. This solar world. Let me qualify qualify this. Listen to what I'm saying and how I say it. The solar industry is evolving rapidly now, and people are starting to focus their attention on it, which when they do that, things start moving, just like hemp. They're focused on solar now, and it has an extremely opportunities now in the solar industry has skyrocketed, and so is the value. So we're looking at solar very closely. But as we look at solar, similar to something like this, you dig deeper with certain groups, and you might see something like this. And you see things like that in your quest, and I say that is one party and group there. I'll just let that lay. And then you dig deeper and you see this one roof. A lot of interesting things surrounding solar. There really is. But there is going to be fortunes made around solar. Stay close to me. I'm going to be talking about solar quite a bit. We'll be talking a lot about solar. We'll be talking a lot about solar. We'll be talking a whole lot about solar, and because we have to, because this is Truth Frequency Radio. This is what we need to do to remember when all the dust settles. This is still going on, and we need to stack a lot of money fast. Listen. Well, they don't break. We'll let that jail a second. I'll see if I can see what's on the other one. But it's continuing. You know what I'm talking about leading into is that the reality of the world we live in is not.
All right, welcome back to X Squared Radio. I'm your host, Rick Sackman. Coming to you live from an undisclosed location of the Appalachian Mountains. Ramon was on the phone with us, and we hadn't finished our conversation, so let's get back to it. You know, Ramon, the thing that I was trying to get across in my opening monologue was that America is this unique experiment that allows each of us to, subdue the pursuit of happiness, to reach the fullness of our potential. And the world knows this, and our neighbors close by, come on, they're walking, they're taking trains, they're trudging through the desert and to great peril of their own lives, not to get here and get a free handout, to get here and get a dishwasher's job.
So that's going on live right now on Truth Frequency Radio.
Children and their grandchildren. That's why they're here. That's what they're.
And I wanted to come on and let everyone know that I have got my ear to the railroad track. Solar is happening. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Hold your water until you hear from me about it, as far as the action to take. If you want to get involved with solar, just stand by. I will say this very quickly, is that I'm looking at some things that's going to require, if those people want to move from the world of virtually earning virtually in some of these paths or vehicles we've been involved with, and potentially looking to get involved with. If someone wants to go beyond that into the bricks and mortars and that actual real job, that's someone I'll be looking for in a neighborhood near you real soon. Hopefully that will come about, and that's what I'm going to be about. It's about picking ourselves up by our bootstraps and get out of this, quit getting involved in all this crazy stuff. Find a horse that's running fast, get on it, stack some money. Jedi 1, we down.